I have spent 8 long years preparing for this.
If I told you I played this to relax, would you really believe me?
You can't vault these, so I'm just gonna keep abusing that.
Nah, I wouldn't either. And I don't blame you, but I really did. I used to, at least. And then I decided it would be a good idea to, test myself. 9 hours and 83 deaths for this. I'm gonna fuck. If you're unfamiliar with Sifu, the central mechanic here is aging. Essentially, every time you die, you can revive by aging yourself and trade a little bit of your health pool for increased damage and hopefully some mastery of the game's mechanics.
Yeah, that's fine. I got the fucking glass cannon build now.
So me, being the cosmic intellect you see here, decided to cut that system out entirely and bash my head against the wall.
Motherfuck!
I don't think there's any way I can explain it that would do it justice, so I'll just show you. Hope you enjoy. First up are the squats, essentially the slums on the outskirts of an industrial complex. It's very reminiscent of some movies like The Raid, Old Boy. You know, except for the fact that the choreography of those fight scenes is better than I could ever achieve in this.
I was expecting it to come from the— oh!
Now, the main challenge for me came in the way of relearning the game's mechanics. Don't get me wrong, Sifu isn't the most mechanically complex game, but it's got some good depth to it, and that's something I feel that I never really got a full grasp of when I played the game during its original release in 2022.
Yeah, oh, right.
In fact, I was so bad at it that I quit the game after failing to make it past the 4th stage multiple times. I bet you thought I was gonna put a cutaway, huh? Who the fuck do you think I am, saving footage from almost 3 years ago? Now I wound up relearning the mechanics just fine, and I beat it first try.
I have spent 8 long years preparing for this.
Normally that would be fine, and for the run it was great, but for the video that means that I have roughly 20 minutes of footage of the first stage of me just silently relearning the game mechanics. Now that's not interesting, and I could go back and act like I was struggling, but that feels disingenuous and fake, so instead you're getting the cliff notes in the background for the first stage, and honestly I think we should move on. Now the club is where things started to ramp up a little. Don't get me wrong, a lot of the enemies here are still pretty easy to deal with, but there are some that get a lot more creative with their movements.
Oh, what was that?
The game generally refers to these as disciples because they're trained by our big boy Sean at the end of the level. And man, they are my least favorite kind of enemy.
Okay, ow, again. Can you please back the fuck up?
Besides that, a lot of enemies now will get this sort of second wind when you try to finish them, where they will counter your attack and then come back stronger, faster, and with more health than they had before.
God damn it. And you caught the— and somehow, despite how rusty I was, I still managed to make it to the boss first try here as well.
Shit, okay, first try Sean. Let's see how I fare. Hell, I didn't just make it to Sean, I beat him first try as well, so all in all, I was feeling really good about this run. Oh man, that is the cheapest way to beat him, but I'll take it. How do I get the true ending again? That's when it dawned on me. One of the original goals that I had set for this run was that I wanted to see if I could get the true ending, which involves sparing all the bosses rather than killing them or defeating them the normal way. Something I had not been doing. If I fucking die because of that... Nope, never mind, you're dead. So I went back and I did what any sane person would do. I sacrificed my win streak and spent over 4 hours going back and sparing the bosses in those stages instead of killing them.
You know, no biggie. It actually took so much time that not only did it almost double the length of the run single-handedly, but I also had to set it to 600 times speed just to show it to you there. Something even my Premiere couldn't handle. No fucking way. Oh no. Can't go past 10,000%. Why not? That's a reasonable request. And in the meantime, all the payoff I got was these two variations of the cutscenes. Here's where things started getting really bad, and it's down to 3 key points here. More enemies. Oh, holy shit. No. New enemies. I'm gonna need you to Ow. Okay, why do you have knives on your holy... And Kuroki. And by God, do I hate this boss. Okay, where are you going? Oh, but yikes, yeah, no, I can't tell what you're doing. Oh, fuck! Everything else about the stage is great. I love the level design, the art direction especially is beautiful. But oh my fucking God. Okay, little by little. Come on. That's it, no more. I'm taking a fucking break. This is absolutely one of those things that just boils down to a skill issue, but it took me 10 entire attempts before even reaching Kuroki. And when I finally got to her, I felt completely hopeless. And back off. Yep, I got you. Oh, that was terrible. Bro, God. Oh, fuck. Damn it, I'm still in. Oh, no. You see, in her first phase, Kuroki lets out these long, sweeping, projected attacks, and in theory, they should be really easy to dodge. But I don't know if it's just me. I have a really hard fucking time telling where they're going. I'm starting to get it down. Ow. It's the second I say that. God, ow, I can't tell where you're swinging. So after trying to brute force my way through the fight for all of an hour and a half, I decided to simply adopt a new tactic. Running away. I might actually have it this time. Oh, no, bye. No, fuck, run. And eventually, the strike and retreat worked because on attempt 19, I finally got her to phase 2. And yep, you interpreted that correctly. She's pretty much a fucking anime character in phase 2. Yeah, go ahead and try. Oh, what the f- She will now backflip while throwing kunai, can dash across the stage like she's pulling a fucking instant transmission at you, and apparently can summon entire oceans. So, you know, there's that. Oh shit. Oh, caught it. Okay, ow. Again? Got it. Fuck you. Fuck you. Take that. Oh, what are you? Oh, no. But you know, apparently none of that was enough, because even though the first phase took me almost 2 hours to get through, I did phase 2 first try. Now, taking into account the fresh hell that I walked into at the museum, I was expecting the tower to be a whole lot worse. And in some ways, it didn't disappoint.
God damn it, what, I thought I dodged that. What the fuck?
But in some other ways, I was actually a little disappointed. Only when it comes to difficulty, though. The level's great. I've never seen that animation. Also, why are you all dying so easy? That's concerning. Because of that, I don't have too much to say about this level, but what I do really like about it is the level design here. Okay, so what's gonna happen to me exactly? Because this does not look good. Oh. Okay, that's actually really fucking cool. Okay. Don't get me wrong, I'm by no means an expert, but I just really like how going into it they build this expectation that you'll have to fight your way up the tower, and instead you end up getting stranded at the very top. Okay, I guess I'll check the elevator. Oh, for fuck's sake. I guess I'm just getting kidnapped now. Only to have to fight your way down. Or you could just instant transmission away, that's fine, that's great. Oh no. And that was great, you know, there was some really cool sequences, like having to fight on the top of a falling elevator. Oh no. Okay, we're falling now. Yep, we're falling. That's great. What am I, fucking magnetized to the top of the elevator? What is this? Or having to fight my way through some tunnels before taking a literal leap of faith into the boss arena. Jump off? Okay. Sure. I don't see why not. Then again, when I'm fighting an old lady with a time-traveling bell, fair enough. And honestly, with how easy the rest of the level was, I was getting really worried about this boss. Jinfeng was the last boss I got to the first time I played through this game, and I did not have very good memories of this. I'm telling you, I'm expecting the absolute worst. She kicked my fucking ass the last time I ever played this. But, to my surprise, and hear me out, you've heard this twice now, the old lady with the bell was no fucking issue at all. Oh man, I am beating this old lady's ass. Ow! That being said, she did have some interesting tricks up her sleeve.
Oh, bitch, what? Are you Spider-Man?
Namely, well, whatever this is.
Oh, I managed to bullshit my way into the second phase first try. What? Okay, I definitely don't think I'm gonna first try this boss fight. This is definitely a whole lot more manageable than, what's her name so far? Or Coco Melon.
And honestly, I would love to tell you that I had at least as much difficulty as I did with the first phase, hell, even more. But actually, she hit me like 3 times, and that was it. So the Sanctuary, as is pretty common with final levels, is where things really took a dive for me.
I'm afraid the restaurant's closed.
Okay. What? I wasn't doing anything!
Don't get me wrong, I love this stage, and it was surprisingly pretty manageable when it comes to difficulty, at least a few hiccups aside. Just wanted to ask when the breakfast menu was! But frankly, the spotlight here is on Yang, the boss, and let's say after clearing both Jinfeng and this stage first try, I was starting to lose it a little bit. Okay. Someone who's not trying to kill me, that's nice. Can I kill you guys for some health? The fucking flu, no, my staff! And honestly, that confidence was misplaced. I could not have been more unprepared for this boss fight. Okay, you are a whole lot more aggressive than every other boss, holy shit. Can I... Alright, there. Ah! You see, Yang, being your tutorial character and supposedly your main character's brother, is a little, special.
Wouldn't you challenge death itself?
Oh? Okay. Either he can revive shit or he just pulled an amazing fucking parlor trick on me. Not only is he a lot faster and more aggressive in his attacks than a lot of the other bosses, but he is, at least personally, the only boss that I have had directly parry any of my attacks, and consistently at that. Besides that, I may be way off the mark here, but as far as I've noticed, he might be the only boss, at least in normal difficulty, that can actually regain their structure, which is a real pain when you have to break a boss's structure twice instead of just killing them. Okay, yep, that's my cue to back off and regain my stamina. I'm gonna take a second. Oh fuck, you regained too? Suffices to say that I did not have the greatest time against Yang. But it was so bad, in fact, that it took me a whole 4 days and nearly 6 hours just to get through this boss fight. I'm taking your spot, fuck you. Fuck! Now that does absolutely just bog down to skill issue, but it should at least go to show how much more of a challenge Yang was.
Come on. Try harder, you fool.
Okay. That did not represent trying harder, I swear.
Try harder.
It's fine. It's fine. And 22 more of those later, day 1 was over, with no progress under my belt whatsoever. Day 2 was a completely different story, as on my first attempt... Come on, please, die. No, the first attempt I reached Yang, anyways. I broke right through to phase 2. No fucking way! I got it first try! And as confident as that made me feel about the rest of the fight, Yang wasted no time humbling me. Motherfucker! What? And for about 6 hours of gameplay and 4 entire days worth of my free time, that is all that my life was. Over and over and over. But obviously this video exists and there's still a couple minutes left, so you know where this is going. I know I beat him, you know I beat him. Let's just cut to the chase, shall we? Day 4 was, as far as video games go, excruciating. At this point, I was really strongly considering quitting, and the only thing keeping me in place was sunk cost, honestly. The fact that I already poured so many hours into this, not only recording it and wanting to build something out of it, but also at this point trying to prove it to myself.
Alright, first time I've broken his structure. I would say we're getting somewhere, but he's probably gonna stomp my shit now. Also, despite seeing all of the art, I never actually thought about this before I reached the level, but having my monitor at a brightness where I can see this clearly, I'll let this cutscene play so I can erase my fucking brightness, while having to also contend with this. Oh my fucking god, the flashbang. I forgot. Fuck. Back and forth was a major source of migraines while I was fighting my way through this, which only made things worse. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna stop. My fucking head is splitting. Holy shit, I'm gonna get away from the screen. And eventually it paid off because on the 4th and final day, I finally beat him. I have a pixel of fucking health.
Please. Stay with me.
I spared you though. What the fuck, dog? You know, except for the fact that my skepticism had to go and break up the tension and completely throw away any possibility of just enjoying the win. Oh my fucking god. I don't know if I can just finish him off or if I have to spare him again, so I'm gonna play this safe. Okay, no spare option. I guess I do just finish him off. Alright. What? And while the final scene was honestly the last thing I was expecting and fairly anticlimactic in terms of action, not only did it genuinely make the whole journey feel worth it, but it seemed to line up perfectly with how I was feeling. That being said, I'd like you to see and hear it without my bullshit in the way, so here you go.